when we use the term failure, we have to consider what are these media outlets actually wanting to achieve, and whether, so do we judge the failure based on what they want to achieve, or what our assumptions are about the values of journalism, because, you know, that is what we're judging them against. And I think, like when we talk about bias or omissions, it seems as if this is happening by itself rather than part of a concerted, concentrated effort, which in my formulation, I'm working on kind of a piece to kind of think about what's happening, and I call it a war on history in terms of the narratives that we are getting. And history here, part of it is in relation of the extreme decontextualization, we can say, about, of Palestine and the Palestinian struggle. Part of that is from the Nakba onwards, the history of the struggle for self-determination for Palestinians, but also in relation to Gaza itself. We don't hear that this is actually the fifth major war on Gaza, this fifth major military operation since 2008. We don't hear about the march of return, the peaceful demonstrations that happened there and how they were met with extreme violence as well. We don't know that the people of Gaza, the majority of them are in fact refugees from areas that are now in Israel. The war on history is also in relation to the present, to manufacture consent, as was said, to be complicit, also enable this genocidal war to continue and to happen and to provide cover for it. So perhaps even the way that we use the word coverage, I think we need to rethink how that is applied, and also the history of the future, in the sense that we know that journalism is often said to be the first draft of history, and this is not just about a war for what is happening today, but also for the historic record for the future. And it is very difficult to account for silence. For instance, I'm an academic, I'm a university teacher. Students write dissertations and essays every year. What do? They do research. Research of what? Of existing articles, of existing reports. And when when the overwhelming reports from legacy media are painting this particular picture, it becomes the legacy of that is also for the future, for what would be the archives of the future as well.